So a commercial came out for American Idol. You guys might have seen it. And a lot of people got their panties in a bunch about it. And some people thought it was cool or whatever. But I thought I'd talk about it. I think it's interesting. Definitely. I thought it was a pretty interesting commercial. So here it is right here. If you can.
I can't believe we're about to begin the 20th year of American Idol.
Y'all ready to find our next superstar?
Gosh, I mean, we've discovered so many over the years.
Have you ever wondered where you'd be if you were never discovered?
So this is when the commercial goes horribly wrong, in some people's opinion, okay? So they're just, they talk whatever American Idol's coming up, and they're like, we discovered so many people, oh, gee, gosh. And then now they're going to go into a flashback about what jobs, what they would, potentially be doing if they never got discovered, if they never became famous, which is pretty interesting. So.
Hello? Is this the class you're looking for? Welcome.
Baby, you're a firework.
Yo, funny thing about this skit too, by the way, if you look closely, there's sparklers in it. They actually have sparklers in there, like the cold sparks. Look at this.
I'm gonna show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, oh, no, not this again.
Look, oh. See right here? See the left-hand side there? See it coming out? That's definitely a sparkular. You can't tell me it's not a sparkular. And in the middle.
One margarita, two margarita, three margarita, shots. It's always shots.
Dim the lights. This is Jeremy Goldstein's bar mitzvah. We were all given our shot. Now it's time to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, let's go discover the next American Idol.
Right, and then the commercial ends. And obviously, the controversial part was Ryan Seacrest over here as a DJ. Look at him go. He's got his, what kind of speakers are they? Are they American Audio? Some shit. Got the facade back there, everything, the sequin jacket. And, a lot of people looked at that and were like, what the hell? Like, they're trying to say all these jobs, are shitty jobs or whatever, kind of took offense to it. Like, I didn't. I don't think it's like an offensive commercial at all. I mean, you got to be self-aware enough to know that, like, those four people are very, 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 very famous. And, they're kind of at the top of the top, right? They're the shit. And so obviously, us as, regular DJs, we're not like Ryan Seacrest level, right? So, I don't get offended to that. I think it's like, it's kind of funny and it's kind of relevant. It's kind of like, they never got, it's hard to get discovered. They got discovered and they made it. And otherwise they would have been doing that. And that's it. But it kind of got me thinking, okay? Because I'm not sure if you know this, right, about Ryan Seacrest, but I was Googling some things. And he actually used to be a DJ in real life, Ryan Seacrest. Like, his journey was pretty interesting, right? So Ryan Seacrest, quickly, bear with me. Ryan Seacrest, born in 1974, okay? He was a fat kid. It's a real picture of Ryan Seacrest right here. Like, seriously, like that's really Ryan Seacrest. Okay, got older, right? Lost a little weight, got the jawline, started being all handsome and stuff, and, eventually got into radio, right? Graduated high school, during college and stuff, got into radio. He was the afternoon drive guy, 98.7, in like the mid-90s up in, for quite a few years, right? While he was doing radio, he was also DJing private events. So he was a private event DJ and a radio DJ, and that's kind of how he paid his bills while he was trying to make it in Hollywood. And then eventually, he went from the afternoon drive guy to he got a bigger radio station show on air with Ryan Seacrest, which was on 102.7 KISS FM, which I think is a pretty big state. You guys tell me, anybody West Coast? It was West Coast. I think that's a pretty big station out there, right? Because I've heard of it. It just sounded familiar. But this was like his big syndicated whatever radio show. And then around the same time, he had this show for a couple of years, and then he tried out and made it to American Idol in 2002. In 2002, American Idol came out. Nobody, it was first of its kind, that kind of show. It was actually when I had my first job. I'll never forget, like, American Idol was on when I was like working my first job. I remember being on the background. Anyway, so he did American Idol, and then the guy to the right here, he ended up quitting or some shit, and then he took over as full-time host, and the rest is history. And Ryan Seacrest was Ryan Seacrest from then on. But this got me thinking, okay? What if he never got a break? What if Ryan Seacrest was still a DJ? This is scary shit. I had nightmares over this. What if Ryan Seacrest literally was still a DJ? What if he was just a private event DJ like the rest of us, right? And I went down a rabbit hole with this. Now I started thinking, I'm like, oh my God. If Ryan Seacrest, like a dude as talented as Ryan Seacrest, was still in our industry, holy shit. Like, I'm pretty sure he'd be in the collective, right? I'm pretty sure he'd be part owner of the collective. Forget that other guy, whatever his name is. He wouldn't be in there. It'd be Ryan Seacrest all day. And then I thought, well, if he was a member of the collective, that means he was at the collective. He definitely got a picture in front of that stupid WTF sign, right? That definitely happened. And then I was thinking that, well, if he's in the collective, you know, he part owner of the collective with Joe Bunn and he was there and everything. And, you know, Ryan Seacrest being Ryan Seacrest, well, that big vault party the other night, it wouldn't have been ADMC. It would have been Ryan Seacrest headlining that. Wouldn't have been ADMC. Sorry, Adam, but no, there's no way. Ryan Seacrest. We have Ryan Seacrest in the industry. And then I didn't think Ryan would stop there. I'm sure Ryan would be doing the seminar, the State of the Industry seminar, instead of John Young. That would have been Ryan Seacrest. And then I don't think Ryan stopped there. Ryan is so creative, and he's such just a next level. Like the talent is just over the. There's no way he wouldn't have been making videos like Joe Bunn. So when Ryan Seacrest had a birthday, there's no way Ryan would have beat Joe to the punch. Ryan all day would have made these videos. This would have been Ryan, not Joe Bunn. So what would have Joe Bunn been doing? This is like a Back to the Future type shit, like alternate universe, right? But I'm telling you, this is crazy. And there's no way Ryan stopped there, okay? Sure, he's good at the videos. Sure, he spoke at the seminars, right? And part owner of the collective. I bet he made mixtapes too. And there went Digital Dave. Digital Dave gone. It wouldn't have been Digital Dave coming out with these awesome mixtapes. No, it would have been Ryan Seacrest coming out with them first, dropping them on Mixcloud and SoundCloud first, getting all those plays. It would have been Ryan Seacrest coming up with these cool, fancy covers. Because Ryan Seacrest probably would have been the greatest mixer in our whole industry, if you really think about it. And if that's the case, then I can't help but to think, you know, Desiree would have met Ryan Seacrest first and would have been Team Seacrest instead of Team Ragosa. You know? I mean, I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry, Ragosa, but like, if Ryan Seacrest was still around, I mean, probably a good chance it went the other way. And it was Team Seacrest. Which means like the whole, you know, the Evolve DJs class that Ragosa's doing right now with the scratching and everything, which is super, super dope. You guys got to check it out. But it would have been with Ryan Seacrest. Think about it. I don't think he would have stopped there. Because Ryan would have taken his talents when the pandemic hit and Ryan was going through a hard time with the pandemic. He would have took his talents on Twitch. He would have been streaming on Twitch. It would have been Ryan Seacrest Club Quarantine. Were you there? Were you? It wouldn't have been Shaney, okay? There would have been no Shaney Club Quarantine. It would have been Ryan Seacrest Club Quarantine. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And I don't think he stops there. I think he's also going to be, he would have been the amazing voiceover artist of our industry. So sorry, Tony. It would have been Ryan Seacrest Drop House Studios. It would have been. There's no way. How do you compete with Ryan Seacrest on any front? And then like Ryan Seacrest is like a huge, you know, since he's such a DJ in the culture, right? Well, you know damn well he's got more shoes than Nate Nelson. You know damn well Ryan Seacrest would have had the craziest shoe collection and he would have been flexing it all over the gram to the Graham fam. So there went Nate Nelson. He gone. And you know he would have had his own merch and he would have wore his own merch all the time. He probably would have came up with the whole high thing before Kevin. So there went Kevin. I mean, this is crazy. Like, can you imagine? Everything as we know it now would be completely different if Ryan Seacrest didn't get on American Idol. Even this show, okay? Even this show would be the Ryan Seacrest show. You think he wouldn't have replaced my ass? Oh, I would have been gone. I would have been gone. Even this show. So more of the story, DJs, I really think, we need to have a very big appreciation for American Idol. Because honestly, if it wasn't for American Idol, if it wasn't for giving them giving him his big break, I think our industry would look a lot different. I think we'd have Ryan Seacrest there shitting on all of us, and it'd just been us just trying to make it by. But thank goodness. Thank goodness it didn't happen.